Retro Gamers, and welcome to another episode of Retro Game On. Today we travel back to the mystical period of 1998, where A Bug's Life was released by Traveller's Tales and Disney Interactive on the PlayStation 1. Although I've hardly played this particular title, I am a fan of other Disney games on the system. Some Disney games actually came with my PS1 when I originally bought it. Those are both released by Disney Interactive as well, and I love the absolute shit sticks out of them. Hopefully my nostalgia isn't blinding the quality of those from me, so I'll have to visit them soon to find out. This title, however, always eluded me as a child. I don't know why I never came across it myself, but I do remember playing it once over a friend's house when I was a kid. So, the question is it okay? Well, meh?
The game obviously follows the events of the movie by the same name. You play as Flick the Ant, making your way through 15 levels each relating to the movie's plot somehow. It's a platformer very much like the other Disney games I've played, with each level full of enemies that can kill you, things to collect, and simple puzzles to move the game along. Sounds simple enough, which it is, but there are some glaring problems with the game mechanics. The gameplay killer number one is a lagging camera. It's incredibly slow and borderline infuriating. If you suddenly make a full 180-degree turn, which you will constantly while avoiding and attacking enemies, the camera takes close to 5 seconds to catch up. This is also terrible if you're going around a corner, as who knows what's waiting for you there. Whatever it is, you won't see it until a couple of seconds after it's seen you. The second biggest gameplay killer is the platforming. Jumping from place to place is way harder than it should be, as you'll constantly miss a ledge seemingly by centimeters. I don't know if it's dodgily programmed collision detection or what, but it makes me mad. To attack the enemies, you can throw berries. You start off with very weak berries, but as you progress through the levels, the berries get more and more powerful. They will kill your foes quicker and make their respawning time increase, which brings me to the next major problem. Respawning enemies is a shoe? What previous me was trying to say is that after you've killed an enemy, it'll respawn again probably about 20 to 30 seconds later in the same spot. So you might be trying to figure out a puzzle, running backwards and forth, or even partaking in some of the fetch quests this game makes you do, every time having to kill the same enemies in the exact same spots. It's a cheap trick to make the missions longer, and a royal pain in the butt. What I didn't like the most was when you had to carry the big seed things to another place. You can't attack while holding one, so you have to put it down just to kill the enemy again, or try and walk around them, which isn't always possible. I do like destroying the mosquitoes though, over and over. God, I hate mosquitoes. I wasn't a fan of the life system either. To earn a life, you have to find all the letters that make up Flick's name, which are usually hidden around the level. Honestly, it seemed like a bit of a mess around just to get one life. I couldn't really be buggered at all. The whole dealio of the seeds is quite interesting though, which is one of the redeeming qualities that relates to the puzzle solving. There are seeds scattered all over each level, which can be changed to do different things. For instance, one of them can be activated, or germinated I guess, to turn into a bouncing mushroom. Another one turns into a leaf that can be used as a platform, as well as one that produces berries and health, and finally another one that does heaps of other random stuff that will help you throughout the game. There are also some levels which really break up the gameplay too, which is a breath of fresh air for such a kids game. For example, there is a level based on the scene in the movie where Flick crosses the river by riding a dandelion through the wind. This is replicated, but you have to aim for these energy bursts or you hit the ground and get eaten by a bird. Such is the life of an ant, I guess. The boss fights were quite surprising too, considering how the game had been going so far, but I really enjoyed them and I thought they were quite original. The only thing I could really nitpick was that they were quite easy, but hey, it's a kids game, you know, what do you expect? I'm jealous of any player who got introduced to boss fights for this particular game. While the game is lacking with some gameplay elements, it fills up some gaps with the presentation. The graphics are solid, being detailed and colourful, saying true to the license. The menu's easy to navigate and need no 4.4 to operate. You can even watch clips from the movie, but I'm not going to show them to you. Copyright, yo! You can buy it from your local DVD/Blu-ray repository if you want to see it that badly, but this film is everywhere. Netflix will work too, if you're in a country lucky enough to have it, that is. The music is okay, but it definitely wasn't composed by Randy Newman, who wrote the score for the actual movie. It didn't stick out to me as being annoying, it sort of just blends itself into the gameplay, which is what you really want. I didn't expect a game like this to have a groundbreaking soundtrack. The sound effects are a bit bland, but they'll do I guess. The sound every time you select something on the menus is simple, yet amazing. Toilet humour may be great for kids, but it's also great for not so emotionally developed individuals such as myself. Having said that though, the repeating catchphrases will drive you insane. It's an age-old problem with the PS1 for sure, but god damn. The same audio bites over and over really tip you over the edge when combined with the broken game mechanics I was complaining about before.
So there you have it. Not up to the standard of these suckers, but who knows, they could be average as well. I'm sure if I played A Bug's Life as a kid, my opinion might be a little bit different, but playing it these days, all I can really see is a platformer that's not living up to its full potential. The license has been used quite well in some areas, but terrible in others. I'd say buy it if you're a huge fan of the movie, otherwise, it's just an okay-ish platformer.
Thank you for watching Retro Gamers, I really do hope to catch you next time. To help you with that, I've set up a few things for you. First off, there is that big old subscribe button, so you'll automatically know when I release a new video and not have to go hunting for it. Otherwise, I do have a Facebook page where all updates from this channel and my blog are posted, so all that information will come straight to you in your newsfeed. Check out my blog too if you want to see behind the curtain for this amazing hobby. That's been running for over 3 years now. Wow, that's pretty cool. I've also left some links to some previous videos you can watch if you want, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.